we're back for another episode of Let's Discuss. I am hella laced. Sorry, I skipped that. Word, can you hear me or can the chat hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. I guess I couldn't
think it
hear
was just Danny. No, none of us could hear Danny.
I'm back now. Can you guys
now
hear
we
me?
can hear.
Yes.
Now we can hear you.
Okay, that was throwing me off. I couldn't hear you for a second.
Get your life together.
Oh, Josh is in the building. What's up, Josh?
Josh. Hey, Kay. Look, I'm gonna moisturize my lips again for y'all. See this here?
Or whatever.
You can't be running around with powdered donuts for
already. I'm hella laced. Word.
And it's your favorite customizer, Word Customs. Sorry as I adjust my height here.
Danny Nicole, aka Tada Sock Queen,
aka Tech Bay.
Tech Bay, yeah, that's me.
Just don't call me for no technical because I'm gonna be rude. I'm letting y'all know now.
She said she's taking input questions only.
Negative. No TV for you today.
You want to start it off while I finish up what I'm doing in the background?
Who? Tech Bay?
Yeah, Tech Bay. Start us off with the versus battle.
Oh, okay. So what's on me? The gossip. Word on the streets, about the versus battle. Everybody knows they've been going on. Our latest one that we had was DMX and Snoop.
The best one.
It was dope. I think it was one of the best ones. Don't mind Hella. She's supposed to be working in the back. I don't know why she's shaking her head.
You said one of the.
Yes.
Okay, I can agree that it's one of the, but not the, in my eye.
I said, one of the best ones. Yeah. I think it was what the culture needed. Yes, they are two very different artists when it comes to style, but it was like literally watching like your two uncles from way back in the day at the family cookout up there showing us that they still got it. They was vibing. They was talking about Kool-Aid and chicken tenders, and it was a whole mood in there. They did gauge it afterwards. I did read the article where they said that X won. It was 11-9 as far as the votes was concerned, but I don't think the people that were even in there were worried about counting the votes. Everybody was just I felt like everybody was in their living rooms with the speakers on blast, just doing what it do. And there with they gin and juice or whatever they were sipping on, and it was a whole mood.
Like, bro, if you saw my IG stories, you see I was rapping in my IG stories because DMX is it. Like, DMX is every summer from like 99 to like 2000, like Rough Rider Volume 1, 2, 3, like summer, like all you waited for the summer was Rough Rider volumes.
Yes.
So, like
it was a mood. I was glad to see X was
it
was
was what do I want to say? It was like nostalgia, and I love the feeling of nostalgia, and it brought me right back to like middle school. I don't want to age myself, but like I was jamming. I really was. It was a good one.
Yeah,
that was.
And okay. I was gonna say we ain't gonna discredit Uncle Snoop. It's definitely a different vibe. Like I love Snoop, and anything I said from the jump, anything from Snoop's original album would trump anything DMX had. But after that, it starts getting into like who's really a Snoop fan. Unless you go to his like hits with Pharrell or specific things that he did. But Snoop is definitely in like a different category. Like doing stuff with Justin Timberlake and like he can basically collab with anybody. Everybody want to throw Uncle Snoop on. DMX is definitely a specific genre Like New York
Baby.
specific, but everyone can appreciate. But
Baby,
anybody from the
X.
tri-state, area could remember like specific things you were doing when each of these songs was out.
Yo, who was not in there as soon as he was like, "Where my dogs at?" was just in their whole mood. I don't think
Nah,
anybody.
listen, I was arfing. I'm not even gonna lie.
Right. But I'm not gonna lie, Snoop had the chat very heavy. Like the West Coast was in there heavy.
Yep.
And I mean his number one cheerleader, Little Bow Wow, would not shut up.
Bro,
Like,
we're
he
not
would
gonna
not
talk
shut
about
up, bro.
Bow Wow, aka Little Mama. We's not.
Oh,
We
here
is
she
not.
go.
That's his uncle. He discovered Bow Wow, so you know.
But
Let's thank Uncle Snoop for that.
Right. I was glad to see that X was looking good. He was looking healthy. He put on a little bit of weight. I'm glad to see that he is in better, in a better element overall. So he was there to show up and show out, and I think he did an amazing job.
For sure. Because from some of the the past concerts they tried to have him walking out, not showing up, a lot of stuff was going on. But definitely that belly says he is off the narcotic.
Right.
He is off the narcotic.
Yo.
Leave him belly alone.
Hey, he got the dad bod. He looked happy. He got like 12 kids or something like that. I don't know. He got a couple of children. He definitely shows now.
Basquiat said he looked like a junior basketball coach. He did. He definitely did.
Yo, he definitely do look at the dude at the rec center. Like, what we gonna do? We gonna go out here? We gonna get this win.
So in the midst of all of that going on, all the celebs was in there. They was turning up, but the rest of us regular folk. Keisha Cole was in there. Well, she typed in the chat. She was like, "Yo, Ashanti, what's up?" Basically, hinting at, do they want to do a versus battle?
Keisha Cole challenged Ashanti?
Yes, and Ashanti accepted. So who knows? That could be coming down the pipeline. I mean, I'll listen to both artists. I think I'm gonna be asleep for that. I don't know about y'all. I know Word is a Keisha Cole fan.
I'm an Ashanti fan too, though. I mean, the problem is, it's like, I think Ashanti is gonna have more bangers that would be suitable for a versus. Keisha Cole is more angry music, so to say, or it's more relationship music. So it's gonna be interesting. I mean, we don't need people flashing back to who hurt them and stuff in this versus battle in the chat. But I think it's a very even match. It would be a proper match. It's just I don't know if the world needs to watch it.
Bruh, we's in quarantine. We is feeling away. We can't be in here talking about somebody long lost love that didn't work out, and he cheated on me and my heart broke. Like, what? We already depressed. What are you doing?
I mean, but you're right.
DMX got 15 kids. Jesus.
Yeah. He said, "Be fruitful and multiply, honey, baby."
Multiply is an understatement.
His legacy will live on. Trust
he got all the pandemic check.
Yo, Aggie.
What was that? 500 per kid? Somebody do the math on that. Put that in the chat for me.
Man, look.
So Ashanti did accept. So we do have that, coming down the pipeline. On top of that, we have Maya, who decided to chime in. I don't know why. Talking about some, since concerts and shows have been delayed until further notice of, I believe she said 2021. So she would be willing or down for a versus battle. I don't know who is going to battle Maya and her 3 songs. Maybe somebody in the chat want to take on that challenge. But that'd be the shortest, versus battle, I think, in history. It'd be all of 15 minutes?
Look.
And then what we going to do for the rest of the night?
Like, we all have the classic Maya songs, maybe 5 of them max, but I don't think it's worthwhile. Like, and who would she even battle? Like, I said, she could battle Adina Howard, or she could battle Monifa, or like, I don't know.
How many songs she got?
Maybe she could battle Moke and Steph.
She got a good 5, maybe 6 songs. We're talking about Maya, right?
We're gonna do Best of Me.
What about Christina Milian? They both got
that is suitable. Her versus Christina Milian. It'll be the battle of boredom.
I guess.
Well, I'm
David
just
says
trying
A.
to see
Marie.
somebody who would like be fit to battle.
A Marie, I would put A Marie up against like what's her name? ´Tierra Marie.
Probably.
They both got like 2 summer bangers and that's it.
Kay says Maya and Cassie.
Yeah.
You know what? That's not a
How
bad
about
idea.
Maya and JoJo?
Nah, I mean, I don't think enough people listen to JoJo, and I respect JoJo way too much. I know she's super talented. I wouldn't, but I don't think enough people. She doesn't have like that same fan base. Like she wasn't that
Right.
televised like that.
Right. But you know, the streets been talking, and people is eager to see who's coming down the pipeline. I know a lot of people. I've been on Facebook, I've been on Instagram, Twitter, listening in the chats. You know, seeing what people have been talking about. A lot of people are saying that they want to see Hov Jay-Z battle. Now, whether or not Jay-Z will, you know, come down and show his face to the people, the world may never know. Would it be something that we would like to see? I would like to see that. But then it comes to the question of who do you think that would be suitable for as far as catalog to go against a
Whoa. Rice Goat. We will not put Chris Brown against Omarion. You will not disrespect my day in here with that. I'm sorry. That was the first comment I saw. No.
Who would be suitable enough as far as having catalog length to go against Jay-Z? So my first thought was as far as catalog, you know, how many bangers that they can go hits for hit, because you know that's what it is. Versus battle is hit for hits would be Wayne. But then I seen that there were some other people that were saying, you know, LL Cool J, and I'm not mad at that. Would it be doable? Yes, because you know, LL has a pretty extensive catalog. I mean, he had hits in the 80s, 90s, and even into the early 2000s, and you know, he's made his mark when it comes to, you know, the culture. I did see that KRS won. It was on, I think, All Things something hip hop on Instagram. I got to get the exact name for you guys. Where I guess KRS One was on live with Fat Joe, and KRS basically wanted to put his 2 cents, 3 cents, whatever you want to call it, in on this. And he was saying that he don't think that LL is worthy enough to battle Jay-Z, Hov. That LL can't even beat him in a versus battle. Now, in that live, Fat Joe was taken aback. He had to lean back with it, like, hold on. You seen it going on in his head. He ain't say it, but it was going on in his head. KRS One and LL, I don't think that's no contest. One, KRS One don't got enough catalog. He said he got 25 albums, but how many of them are really hits? And two, I'm not trying to discredit KRS One. You know, he did his thing when it comes to hip hop, and you know, real hip hop heads, you know, appreciating what he's brought to the game. But I just think that he can't hold the torch when it comes to LL. I think KRS One, you know, did his thing, but LL ain't no slouch. Like I said, he's got a pretty extensive catalog, and can he freestyle? Yes, I believe that he can hold his own. So when it comes to question who should battle who, what does the chat think? What do you guys think?
Eminem is in a league of his own. Coffee with the Foe. I mean, it's very tough because Eminem's content isn't for everyone, so it's very hard to pit him up against someone. If you're gonna put Eminem in a battle, it's gonna have to be like a freestyle or bar for bar
battle
situation.
Rap. Yeah, like a battle rap. I think that's
KRS One, man, like he needs to fall all the way back. 25 albums. I don't know 5 songs that you have. Like I mean, gonna front.
Besides BDP, what did he do since then?
That part, like he would have to battle like Public Enemy, like because it's a different type of genre, like empowerment rap type situation going on, and I get it. He had all these battles and things, back in the day, but I mean, I can't believe in myself when it comes to Jay-Z. I mean, Lil Wayne, Battle of the Carters, like I completely forgot till somebody said something. And
that
like
is
Lil
definitely
Wayne's
a selling
catalog
point.
is definitely long enough. But yeah,
yes.
Battle of the Carters, you know what I'm saying? Like it would be a good battle.
I think that would definitely be a a good selling point, but will Hove do it? I don't know. He might be too zitty for us right now to even, come out
Right.
and show face for the people. And while scouring the internet, people were saying that that KRS-One and LL are two very different styles, which is true. But um, DMX and Snoop are very different styles. Basically, the
Right.
people just want to see culture. Like, we want to see those old throwbacks come together and just do it for hip hop. So LL and Hove, I wouldn't be mad at that. Hove and Wayne, Carter versus Carter, I wouldn't be mad at that either.
Right. I mean, LL is a good match for Hove, but I feel like it'd be weird just because of how far back LL's catalog spans.
Right.
So I mean, I feel like Wayne and Jay Z are better, like same times.
Time zones.
They even
Time
they
zones.
got songs together. Like it would be
Right.
a good fit. But then who would LL battle essentially
I
if
mean,
he's
as
such.
far as style goes, as far as catalog, I can't think of anybody else with a long enough catalog. But as far as style, I would probably pair him up with probably maybe like a Big Daddy Kane type style. But again, Kane don't got the catalog to match up against LL. But as far as style, I think they're pretty similar.
Right.
And then who would you pair KRS-One up against? Like Eric Sermon or
Public Enemy.
somebody?
Public Enemy. No, we would do EPMD versus Eric B and Rakim, possibly. But
So, I mean, the people are talking. We don't know if it's gonna happen. The masses have been putting pressure heavy on Versus, heavy with the tweets, trying to see if they can get that, that link up in actions, Twist and Timberland working behind the scenes to see what they can do. It looks like the Chris Brown and Usher still being talked about. It can happen. I mean, I know that people want to see it. The last time I looked on the Versus TV story post, it looked like Usher was holding the weight as far as the crowd is concerned. Now I know word over there. She feeling away because she biased for Breezy. I have seen both artists live and in action. They are both extremely talented artists. Usher was, my era. Chris Brown is still part of my era because I've gone to see some of his concerts, probably 50,000 times because of Word. But I mean, when it comes to the battle, I will enjoy that. It will definitely be a showdown, but I think that I'm gonna lean on the Usher side. What y'all
Same.
think?
I mean, you guys are
And it's
wild
not because I
disrespectful.
dislike Chris Brown. It's just I like Usher's music more than Chris Brown.
I mean, it's always going to be a matter of preference, but in a matter of facts, Chris Brown blows Usher out the water, even though Usher is the reason for Chris Brown. Like, if it wasn't for Usher paving the way, Chris Brown would be, what he like. Chris Brown, Omarion, like these people wouldn't have had a way paved. But like, and I love Usher. Like, I listen to like anything on Confessions will shit on anything Breezy. So I ain't even gonna act like I'm super biased. Anything on Confessions, I will vote against on Breezy. But Chris Brown is different, man. Like, this guy puts out 50-track albums. You know what I'm saying? Like, and 75% of it are like charted or YouTube or what is the Vivo, like award certified. Like, he's a different beast in this moment of music. So it's tough, and like fans are different. So,
But I mean, I think that the fans overall can appreciate both artists. So it's definitely going to be a tough battle when it comes to. It's probably going to be close, and if whoever wins, it's going to be just like a small marginal edge out, I think, because
yeah,
when I was looking it up, as far as both of them in their catalogs and amount of hits and the like songs that made the #1 charts, they were pretty even. So, I mean, we'll
because I
see
think
if it
Breezy has
happens.
one. Yeah, Breezy has one more hit
Yeah,
technically than Usher on the
exactly.
chart or whatever. But I mean, it's all gonna depend on the era. Like, basically, like I said, Usher is like nostalgic for me, but I mean, I will never turn off a Chris Brown song. Like, so I don't know. It would be
I don't know.
it would be enjoyable. I think it would be like a
Yes,
12-8 situation, 12-8. Whoever wins, it will be definitely by 1 or 2 points. It wouldn't be
probably.
some crazy situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. But
But
we'll
I mean,
see.
me personally, I was saying Chris Brown needs to battle Drake because, in all actuality, even though Drake is a rapper first, I mean, they both rap
Is he?
sing.
He a rapper?
I mean, that's what he started out as, but they both like
I don't
rap
know.
sing, and they both probably have the same amount of freaking songs. So I think Drake and Chris Brown would be a good battle. If we like you said, if we're gonna do Chris Brown and Usher, it would have to be like R&B only.
Definitely, definitely. But I mean that's what the crowd has been pushing. So that'll probably happen more likely than a Breezy Drake thing because it seems like it's been Usher, Chris Brown everywhere you look.
I'm gonna say
So we'll see.
Jeezy, Jeezy and Jay-Z. Jeezy is a certain kind of crowd. Like I like some Jeezy, but it's not it's not my go-to thought for music.
Right.
I'll probably put like Jeezy and Gucci Man or something because I don't really like love either one, but they do have some songs that I do like.
Coffee with the Foe said, "Take care will kill anything Chris Brown plays."
Ay, 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 coffee with the foe. He had too many lattes today.
Listen, Word is very biased when it comes to Chris Brown. So
I'm not saying take
y'all ain't
care.
gonna win this.
Take care is
With
like
her.
look. It's probably Chris Brown Drake for me. Like and Drake got some bangers. Like I like some of his original older stuff that more so than anything now. But Take Care is a banger. Like I listened to that front to back. I probably listened to it last week. I don't know. I'm just here for the music. Like I didn't even like when I was listening to DMX and Snoop. I wasn't even thinking about who won. I was just vibing from song to song.
We weren't. We really weren't. We was in that gym. And I think that's what it's turned into. It started out to be like a battle sort of thing, and then it's just evolved into this whole like movement of just reliving our childhood memories of music when music was like music, not like this stuff that we hear now that I don't even understand what my son be pumping in his eardrums now.
I ain't even gonna get into that. I don't understand the kids' music today. Why
She loves
everybody has to
music.
be little Xan, little pump, little this, little that, little tattoo on the face. I don't get it.
Little
But
tattoo on the face.
I mean
That's the formula.
that's pretty much it with the streets talk when it comes to the verses battling and who we think should go, round for round. I'll
And
let y'all.
Versus just signed an agreement with Apple TV, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of people are saying that like this is probably going to be the new age concert.
I
But
could dig it.
I watched the versus battle on Apple Music. It shows up just like a video. It's super high quality. You don't have to deal with any of the live like skipping, and
Glitching.
sometimes you can't hear them. And the sound quality is also way better. You're the only thing you're really missing out on are the comments on the live.
And
But
that, yeah.
if you watch it on Apple Music or Apple TV, you can see people's tweets about it. And I feel like people tweet whatever they want. So it's a little funnier, a little more entertaining with the tweets. But I know that the famous people in the chat are also very entertaining. So you miss out
Yeah.
on that. The
I mean,
quality is way better.
we've
So
got
I'm
multiple
happy.
devices. If you're not watching it on everything and using everything, like I be having my iPad up, my phone up, we have it on the TV, so
Yeah.
multitask.
It'd be a whole movie in here. I know the neighbors be mad, like why they walls shaking in the house.
Right, because I
Right.
definitely was lit. I was right because I was on Twitter because what's his name? Fomer Simpson. Fomer Simpson was tweeting some funny stuff, and he tweeted he's like, when Rough Rider Anthem comes on, I'm about to break some furniture, and I was like, yo, I'm right along with you, like for real, for real.
Dining room tables was getting thrown around.
Y'all eggy.
Why we gotta be aggy? I'm just saying.
Say that a little louder for the people in the back bay.
What? Why we gotta be aggy? I'm just saying.
Mm.
What? What I do?
What I do? I didn't do nothing.
Well, we'll see. It'll I'm gonna keep watching social media and see what's coming down the pipeline next.
Yep. As long as we don't get another Jagged Edge 112.
I think I might take Maya up on her challenge though.
You gonna battle her?
Yup. I'm pretty sure I can come up with 5 songs.
Are we gonna move on to Kanye?
Yes.
Kanye. Yeezy.
Let's talk about Kanye because everybody is talking about Kanye. You can't go a day without seeing something on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Everybody is mad at Kanye.
So who's gonna talk about this first? You, Bay, or me, or Word?
I mean, y'all can start it off since I started off with Verzus stuff.
I'll go because I have very limited to say because I haven't in depth watched the videos to the length that Danny has or whatever. But I mean, I agree with Danny. Like we always talk about how like all these things pop up right around when he's about to release an album, and how he's really not as crazy as he seems. But I mean, anything with Kanye, like I said, he hasn't been the same since his mom passed. And you know he's with the Kardashians, and like they're just a whole set of life ruiners. Like it's like how often can you see a group of women's resume and how many men they've ruined and not put 2 and 2 together? Like Lamar Odom's going crazy, and like everybody's just worse off after the Kardashians. Like, so is Kanye crazy or was he driven crazy? Like, I mean, I don't think it's his fault, and he needs to get out of that environment. Like, I think he's doing all this for a cry for help. Like, where's Jay-Z when you need him? Come rescue your mans. Get him out of that situation. Like Jay-Z over here with his black queen Beyonce, and you got Kanye stuck in the slums. Like the slums and the pits.
We should just pull up and save him. We just gonna create a whole movement. Hashtag we saving Kanye. Let's pull up.
Facts. Big facts.
So a lot of people, I don't. Here's what the media did: is they put out a part of his rant that would make him look crazy, and we've already discussed that the media is going to put out what they want to put out. And so I watched a couple of videos of other people who pinpointed certain parts of his speech, I guess we'll call it, and everybody was stuck on his Harriet Tubman comment, right? So, and I think I sent you guys this video, but I did fact check that video. So another man made a video about Kanye's, outburst, saying that like we're focusing on the one thing he said that was stupid. But
it wasn't.
It wasn't stupid. However, the facts behind it, obviously he's not going to sit here and give us a whole history lesson on what Harriet Tubman actually did. And so when Harriet Tubman was freeing the slaves, there weren't that many, if at all, any Black-owned businesses. So these slaves were going and working for white people, yes, but they were being paid. And I think if the circumstances were different, of course they would have worked for, Black-owned companies. But at the time, they were doing what they could, but at least they were getting paid. And this is the video that I sent Word and Danny. I think it was the day after he had made his rant. And so then the guy talks about how when Kanye West was committed against his will, I believe it was in 2016, but I could be wrong. It was a little while after his mom's death.
Yeah.
He went through electroshock therapy. And while he went through electroshock therapy, he was also on psychiatric drugs. We don't know which one, but we can assume the most popular ones. When you put somebody on, mood altering or mind altering drugs, as well as putting them through electroshock therapy, you're changing who they are as a person. You're changing their personality, especially with electroshock therapy. Yes. Electroshock therapy will change your entire personality, and you will never be the same person. And I couldn't find a bunch of information on the treatment he received. He's done interviews about the treatment that he received. Um, but that whole rant that he did was, it included a lot of gems. He talked about agriculture. He talked about that's where we need to get back to. We need to stop like automating things and having things done by robots and blah 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 blah, and living off of our land, because people survived off their own land way back when. And so he was saying that we need to get back
Right.
to that.
Right.
And for somebody like Kanye to even bring that up, you wouldn't think he would bring something like that up, but it's a honestly, it's a good suggestion if you ask me. But that's my take on a very small part of what he said. So, Faye, you got anything else to add?
I think you pretty much covered all of the bullet points. Basically, the media, which is infamous for this, them highlighting a small 5-second clip that they knew would spark the emotion of the masses, and then that would just make everyone deem anything that he said beyond that point as irrelevant, or they won't even look at it because they're all stuck on this Harriet Tubman thing. What I got from it when I watched the whole clip, not just what the media put out there, is that he wasn't saying that Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves. Yes, she physically freed the slaves. They were no longer slaves. But what he was trying to say is that uh, that basically the masters of their slaves were still in slavery essentially, and the masters or the owners or whatever have just evolved. So like how Harriet Tubman did free the slaves, and they went on to then still work for white people for not much pennies, if that. They became like butlers and maids. They took those jobs that people who weren't black wouldn't work in. um so and he's just trying to tell us that we need to wake up, that we're being manipulated by technology, whatever the media and the powers that be that pull these puppet master strings are feeding us through our television, through our social media, through our Facebook accounts, through our Instagram accounts, through our Twitter. He's basically saying, wake up. I'm trying to put the breadcrumbs out there for you to then piece them together. He's saying, before the Industrial Revolution, people lived off the land. The earth is the biggest generator. Basically, Tesla, the original energy core element or whatever that can provide you with everything you need, which is earth, wind, fire, water, whatever it is, you can use that to sustain your life, to sustain your family, to generate income. Like people who do agriculture get tax breaks. You know what I'm saying? They he's saying we need to bring it back to that. So we need to step back away from the industrial part of the world and take it back to when we were sustaining ourselves without all this extra things, to manipulate us. So that's what I got from it. It's just that people didn't take the time to like listen to him. Yes, we know Kanye is eccentric. He's been eccentric. That's why people listen to his music. Has he changed since his mom passing? Who wouldn't? Somebody who's very close to their parent. So yes, is he in a toxic situation? Them Kardashians is serpents. I don't care what you say. They serpents, because everybody that's ever been with any of them has always or been labeled as crazy. So I mean that's just my take on it. I think that we shouldn't discredit Kanye. I think we need to listen to what Kanye is saying. He's putting all this. Who else could he talk to? Nobody's listening to him. He's trapped in this household, in this circle of people who are trying to have him locked up, have him committed, have people think that he's crazy. So who else does he have to talk to but the people on Twitter? Nobody's coming to him. I mean, he did an interview a few years ago where he was saying like, we're his friends. He doesn't have many friends. Like there's nobody for him to turn to when he needs help.
Yeah. And most of his friends that people are thinking about are related or have some type of tie to the Kardashians. But Q said, so why do we need Kanye to tell us that?
Tell us what?
I'm assuming about getting away from the industrial things and getting back to agriculture.
I don't think that we need Kanye to tell us that, but he's just trying to enlighten the masses because so many of us are brainwashed today about everything that's going on when it comes down from the presidency down to, I don't know, people in the community that you see every day. We've been what's the word that I'm looking for? We've been like conditioned by Hollywood and the all the major companies that own all the mass media that we see every day, Fox News, MSNBC, CNN. These people with a lot of money control all of this. So what do you think that they want us to see? Exactly what they want us to see. So they're doing this over here while we distracted about what's going on there. What's the biggest way to manipulate the masses? Television. Yeah. And now with everyone being mobile and digital, they come in through your phones, through your iPads, through your computers, through everything. So it's not that we need him to tell us that. Kanye is seeing it and he's like, I need my people to wake up. I'm going to drop these breadcrumbs and hope somebody pick it up and run with it and spread it to the rest.
Yeah, and Deja, she touched on how this is the reason why we're not mentioning his marriage or Kim or the kids, because she's right. She said she's saying that the media shouldn't be in their personal business. But Kanye tweeting that he wants to divorce his wife kind of it opens the gate for people to be judgmental about what's going on in his house, in his home, and what what his problems are with Kim. And I'm assuming he feels like he has nobody to talk to about it, so he's tweeting about it. But also, I think he's tweeting about it because he wants to, maybe in his eyes, open people's eyes to the people who the Kardashians really are. And I think we see the good they do, but we also see, the facade they're putting up.
Right. I think the good that they do doesn't come without a cost. I feel like they capitalize off it and get something in return. But Kanye isn't doing something that we in our own lives don't do every day. When we having a bad day or something that's pissing us off, what do? We tweet it, we Instagram story it, we post it on Instagram, or we put it on Facebook. So why is he being labeled different? Like, why does he have to be handled different because he's doing that?
Yeah, and I think it's so frequent. I think it's the fact that mental illness is involved. Like, mental illness is not talked about enough. And there's many different levels, different types of mental illness. So, when Kanye has a breakdown, he's a man crying in front of a full group of people he probably don't even know. Like, people are judging him off of that. And there's so many other things that he's done that are just as crazy, if not crazier.
But even with what Q said, she said he's unstable. That's clear. If he is, then where is his wife? Like, if you guys saw me tweeting like a bunch of crazy stuff, would you not be like, yo, where's Danny? Like, why is she not, checking on her? Where's Hella? Like, where are these people, his wife and his family? If he's so unstable, why are they not intervening?
She could come to the defense of going to the White House to free somebody who's been wrong and been in prison for 32 years, but she can't help her husband.
Right. Like, and that's a problem.
Why?
Maybe he is a little unstable, but who wouldn't be if you have nobody in your corner?
Yep.
Again, I feel like that a lot of what she does is opportunist-like behavior.
That's how she got in the industry.
Yeah.
Right. One of Kanye's biggest issues with his wife, and that's one of those crying videos that's floating around out there, was him talking about his kids. It's particularly North, because Kim was letting North wear like a lot of makeup. She's a very young girl. She was basically allowed, like, I guess he felt as though she was over sexualizing his daughter, which is how Kim got into the game, and Kanye doesn't want that for his daughter. And I wouldn't be mad at that.
Right. What person wants that for their daughter? Unless you're the mother of the Kardashians.
Is it ramblings that are scattered of a man whose brain is probably functioning faster than he can type? I think so. But if you listen and take everything, and I mean, if people don't want to decode it. I mean, I want to see what someone's saying. So sometimes you have to decode it and put the pieces together, and then they start to fit. And then you're like, yo, maybe he not all that crazy what they're painting him out to be. Because what's the best way to discredit someone? Say they're crazy or call them a conspiracy theorist. That way, nobody will take what they're saying worth a grain of salt, and they'll listen to whatever mass media is pumping down their throat.
Hugh said, yeah, she did write a statement, which I'm going to put up on the screen in a second. And she did tweet as well. He was saying that she was trying to fly out to Wyoming with 2 doctors, basically to 5150 him. And then she tweeted something about he won't see her, or he doesn't want to see her or have anything to do with her right now.
He may not. I mean, is she trying to have him locked up and pumped full of drugs and put in a padded room? He may not.
That's the crazy part.
I mean, just the pattern alone of these women. Look how many men have gone down the spiraling staircase of mental illness behind these women. I mean, is that not a trend? That's
especially with him.
Let's start with OJ and date it all the way to now. Like,
definitely something needs to be questioned there.
I didn't even think about that one. That's a good one, word.
Bruh. Don't nobody go from being America's favorite football player and national hero to murder suspect. Like,
I think he just got emotional at that point during that speech in the Carolinas. He's like, he want to see his people succeed, and I don't know. I guess he feels like his back is against the wall, and there's no one there to support him. Because, like, who does Kanye have as a friend? He clearly can't count on his wife's family.
Yep. Or his wife.
Exactly, Mrs. Evans. It seems like every man that ends up in that circle of serpents ends up being mentally unstable.
I think the only one who has survived so far is Tristan. And I guess he wasn't really in the circle. He just got a kid with them.
He escaped. He said, I'm out.
He's like, I got this basketball game. I'm going to dip.
I'm out. Nope. He said, I will not be bitten by this venom. I will not.
You know what it is? I think Kanye needs to go back to Nike, and he'll be all good. It's Adidas.
That's gonna fix
it. It's Adidas. What? Come on, you can't tell me that Air Jordan 1 Kanye wasn't stable. Okay.
He does. I think he does need help, Q. But I think that we shouldn't be so quick to write him off, because I think he is legit trying to tell us something, and we need to listen to him.
Right.
And see what it is he's trying to say.
Yeah, I'm not saying he needs to be president or anything, any of that. But I mean, maybe he doesn't really care about being president. He just wants to be heard, and he knows this is the perfect opportunity to make himself heard. Like, I mean, I don't really think the people are going to vote him. I mean,
right.
But,
Hot Dog said Travis got out. He sure did. Travis said, I'm out.
I'm sorry the screenshots are cut off, but I mean, we don't have to read her whole speech, but I feel like this was written for her.
I feel like that serpent ain't right that. And you saw my comment on it. Who wrote this for this serpent?
Mm-hmm.
Just like the tweets that came from Kanye's phone. I don't think he wrote that at all. I think Kim did it.
She know his passwords.
You think she don't?
She do.
He did, Q. Travis was out. He put on his Nike checks and took off.
He knew exactly when to leave too.
Yes, Sneaker Vault. It was well written for media purposes. I believe that. What he was saying about Planned Parenthood, I'm not mad at it.
So that part I didn't hear. What did he say? If we want to get
about
into
Planned Parenthood, about it being controlled by the devils. Planned Parenthood in all places that are underprivileged or urban areas.
Oh yeah, you were telling me that. I mean, it's very true about the locations of them. It's like
because you go into places that ain't urban. Where you got Planned Parenthoods at?
oops, Planned Parenthood in a liquor store.
They were
Listen,
putting
I've had
those
Planned
places for a
Parenthood
reason.
every place I've lived.
There was no Planned Parenthood in Woodbridge.
Okay.
Keisha, you didn't respond to those cheating allegations.
Say that again.
Mrs. Evans said she didn't respond to them cheating
Oh, the cheating
allegations.
allegations.
Oh, she ain't. She probably did it. I don't put it past her.
I mean, there's nothing left to say, but Ray J hit it first.
And who ain't seen her pocketbook in her hot pocket? Who ain't seen it?
Oh.
We seen it.
Danny.
And we ain't even laid with her.
Danny. Oh my god.
You ain't see the
come
video.
Get her.
You ain't see the video.
Baby. Kanye done got himself in some trouble.
Drake, what up?
Q said underprivileged areas can't afford them. Yeah, the areas is underprivileged. Why? The same people that put them Planned Parenthood facilities in them underprivileged areas is the reason why the areas is underprivileged. There's a reason. They want to keep us suppressed, oppressed, and they want to keep us from not procreating, because if we don't procreate, then we die off.
Look.
And we no here no more.
Look, I mean, some of these people don't need to be procreating, but what can we do? I'm still waiting for science to catch up. I don't know why it's 2020 and there isn't some way to put a halt on people's reproductive organs until they pass a test to have children. A monetary test, a mental test, something.
Bye, Jim. I'm with Deja. Bye, Jim. Planned Parenthood equals a cyclone at Coney Island. Get out. Yes, Jay, her hot pocket. Who ain't seen it?
You know why? That's because in the privileged areas, they're not Planned Parenthoods. They're like women's health centers and
right,
stuff
where
like
you
that.
Get a whole
right.
You get a whole experience.
Like, would you like some cucumber water while you wait?
You get a manicure and a foot massage and everything in between.
Oh, nah, Deja. That's wild.
Oh no.
That's like one of those stories you see on one of those shows on like TLC.
But I mean, that's just my take. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion on Kanye. I just think that we shouldn't write him off. We should, listen to some of the stuff that he's saying. I know it takes some effort to decode it, because it is the ramblings of a mind that I think is processing very fast. And just hear what he's saying. Don't act out of emotion. Just do your research and pick apart the stuff that's important that he wants us to. Because it makes sense. A lot of it does make sense.
Word, you want to talk about your sneaker corner topic?
Which one? Let me go to the notes. The SBs. Oh, okay. So, yes, in sneaker news, we know that there were two major releases this week that everyone sought after, the Grateful Dead Dunks and the Off-Whites. I won't get into the Off-Whites too much, because a lot of people that I know, it seemed to have hit, and it was super dope that they gave women access early. So, that was major for Nike to give a few people some wins. But moving along to the Dunks, I don't know what's going on. Dunks is where I started. Before I even started collecting Jordans, it was Dunks. I was wearing Dunks Airwalks. That was back in my skateboarder days of high school and middle school.
Skateboarder.
Yeah. I lived in Woodbridge, so it is what it is. Anyways, X Games, all that good stuff. Tony Hawk, that was life. Dave Mirror, anybody knows. They know. If you know, you know. So SBs have been going crazy now. It's impossible for people who love them to get them. I'm not saying people can't be turned on to new sneakers by all means, but it seems like every hype sneaker, everyone just automatically loves when it comes to SBs. The Chunky Dunks was a disaster. And now, we have the Grateful Dead Dunks where there's 3 pair, and I've seen people with multiple pair and people who couldn't even get their hands on one. But I'm in a Nike SB group on Facebook, and they talk about all the news early, and it's a lot of people in there who are like, they only collect SBs, like not even a bunch of sneakers, it's just SBs only. And there was one gentleman in there who seems to be older, because he said for 25 plus years he's been shopping at the same skate shop in his local neighborhood. And he basically posted a picture about a week before the shoes released of his two pair with his name on it at the store, that he got sent a text message from the owner that his pair was put to the side. So
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, why he posted this, it was like love and hate. It was at least like 500 messages on that post. People are salty, people are happy. I personally said, hey, I ain't mad at it. Like, if you've been supporting them for 25 plus years, you by all means deserve access, which is what more stores should do. Stop giving access to these people who this is going to be their first pair of dunks just because they want, a hype dunk, or whatever. Like, don't give them first access. Yeah, maybe put some to the side for your loyal customers and do a raffle with like people who have been shopping there for X amount of years, and do a raffle, with other people who have an interest in it. But people were salty. They were like, this is why we don't mess with shops, and they're backdooring and da-da-da. And I don't see this as backdooring. At the end of the day, raffles are open to anyone, even the stores that say, hey, buy some merch or whatever. That's perfectly fine. But if you only come to my store every once in a while when they have a hype shoe, how is that paying my bills and keeping the lights on? I need that person who's buying, store branded t-shirts, and who's buying Vans, and who's buying stuff, skate decks, all that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how these stores are going out of business, because people only come there for the hype stuff. Like, you think stores can just get all these hype sneakers and not have to get a shitload of other stuff that they probably won't move in order to have it? So, I mean, I don't know what everybody's thoughts are. Obviously, we all have our thoughts on stores backdooring, and I think there are stores that backdoor in a different way, like to resellers or to their friends, and those friends don't necessarily even support them by buying other stuff other than hype releases. So, I don't know what you guys think.
I'm with it. I agree on it. I mean, you hit all the key points. Those people who shop there faithfully, I'm not mad at it. I mean, give them a shot to get the shoe because they support you in your journey throughout the time that you've had your store. I think that's a good idea to put some aside for your faithful shoppers, and then put some aside for the rest of the masses to get via the raffle. The backdooring, I don't think that's ever gonna stop. We're gonna be mad forever. We gotta let that hurt go, because it's just gonna happen. Because at the end of the day, especially in these times that we're in right now, where stores are having to close their doors because they can't pay their employees or pay to keep their lights on, because of the pandemic. So I mean, you gotta sell a few chunky dunks to get you a quick 10 rack, 15, 20 rack to keep the lights on, feed your family. I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
yeah, it's not
their own.
ideal, but it's just something we'll have to deal with within the sneaker community, especially now.
Right.
Especially with all that extra money that was going around. I'm just hoping come like September, October, people will be down to their last dime and start selling stuff. Because that was also another thing that happened in the SB group. Someone posted, since when did every pair of dunks become 1.5K or better? It is a little ridiculous that like a what the dunk, which is super limited, is going for less than like a skunk, which is it's a hype shoe, but it's like the prices just keep going higher and higher and higher, and it's crazy.
It's being set by the consumer,
right? And that's the problem. Like, it's and I don't want to insult anyone, but it's always some I need to fit in idiotic person who is just going to go pay $6,000, and now you have a bar that all these resellers are like, well, this one sold for 6,000, and it's like, yeah, well, that was like a fluke thing. Every pair is not going to sell for 6,000. Like, that's absolutely ridiculous. And like, I mean, me personally, like, I've resold shoes, to help curb the money that I spent on my own shoes, but I'm never going to charge someone, that crazy amount. Like, I just want to, match some of the costs that I have to spend or offset some of the costs. Like, you don't need to charge 20 times the retail to someone. Like, it's just getting crazy. Like, because I feel like at this point, I mean, there are some resellers who this is their main job, and I honestly wouldn't even put, my all into that because it's such a finicky thing. Like, shoes go up and down, but I mean, if you got a 9 to 5 and you're just doing it on the side, like, stop price gouging people. Like
I
give
mean,
a little love, and maybe it'll come back to you.
I mean, you can't be mad at the resellers. The resellers are only doing what the consumer allows them to do.
Right.
Somebody, if this is their full-time job, I mean, honestly, there are a whole lot of lazy people out there that don't want to get up and go on the hunt to get shoes. There are a whole lot of I don't even know what the word is, but people who don't even have bank accounts that only deal in cash. So who they shopping with? The resellers. It's you can't. I mean, the resellers are going to be there. People have been reselling things since the beginning of time. It's just right now we see it in the sneaker community, and it's always been there. It just seems that right now it's our tolerance for it is at its wit's end because we can't get shoes right now because this is the only thing that we have to do because you have all these people sitting at home now and people are in Discord groups and getting bots and this, that, and the third and spending their extra money that they're getting from the government to stock up on these shoes and then hold them and sell them back to us later. Again, it's the consumer that sets the price. If you stop paying $6K, $8K, $15K for a shoe, that bar is going to start to come down. It's going to start to come down. But it's
also,
like, where do you start?
The problem's not going to go down anytime soon because people got their stimulus money and they're spending it.
Right. And they want to flex for the gram because that's going to get them the attention. Oh, he got the chunky dunks. He don't care that he spent $8K on these chunky dunks. I mean, I'm just throwing that number out there. I hope nobody spent that. But if it's going to get him likes on the gram for some reason, that boosts people's ego because they don't have anything going for themselves outside of what Instagram offers. Will you probably see that shoe come back around, do a full circle, and come back around into the community for a much lower price? Yeah, because then at this point they probably can't pay their bills because the stimulus done ran out or the unemployment done stopped, and somebody who really wants them will probably be able to get them for a better price at that point.
Right. Patience is a virtue in this game. Like I said, sneakers are like stocks. You just got to be patient and jump in at the right time. Like I mean, back in the day, like I used to be so angry, Danny knows, week after week of missing a shoe. I would be so mad at like the whole world. And then I just was just like, you know what? I probably wouldn't even have wore it. I have so many dead stock shoes. If it was really meant to be, it'll come back around. And I've waited, and luckily, like there's been restocks or I trade. Like I just got my hands on the smoke grays. I traded away a shoe that I wasn't wearing. Like I mean, and that's the point of getting shoes. Like I try to cop, pretty much almost every shoe that I can, whether I wear it or not. Somebody's gonna want it, and I'd rather trade someone away than sell it to someone for overpriced to get what I want. Like I mean, I sold all my 11s and got cash and the Travis 6s because I wanted the Travis 6s since they came out, and it makes me feel better that I didn't go spend $1,000 on a shoe, but I got rid of stuff that was just sitting, and somebody has them in their collection that's actually gonna wear them.
Right? And that's the flip side of the coin. Like we all have all these shoes. We hoarding shoes. We hoarders, whether we want to say it or not. And I'm pretty sure that most of us got at least a minimum of like 4 to 5 pairs of shoes that we probably haven't put on our feet in a while. It's probably got dust on the box, dust in the shoe, dust on the toe, whatever. And you can take that shoe out and trade it with somebody who's gonna give that shoe its justice and wear that shoe and floss that shoe, and you may be able to get some cash for it that you can then put towards another shoe or get another pair of shoes that you want in your collection. I mean, so you have that part of it. We just got to deal with the pains of the resale market, and we got to not take it so personal. Try not to let it get next to us because it's we missed this shoe, it's going to be another shoe next week and another shoe the week after that. It's like chasing that high.
It never ends. And that's what people have to realize, that like this shoe is going to be temporary in your mind. It might come back around when you see it on Instagram, but you'll still be all right. You've got your worst L's, okay?
I think it's us actually having to within, like, because for me, what it was to figure out within what I really like. Why do I really want this shoe? And I'm like, I have all these shoes, like I have all these 11s because we're programmed, and we say it all the time, like, oh, if you're a real sneaker collector, you need to have the Bread 11 and the Concord, and like you need to have these things in your collection. But why do I need to have them just to have them in a box? So in case I do a battle or I'm live, that I need to pull these out and they're dead stock. Like it's stupid. I'm gonna have a bunch of stuff. Like I'd rather sell like 10 pair of shoes and have 6 pair of the LA to Chicago's because I'll customize every single pair and wear every single pair. Like I'm on getting stuff that I'm gonna wear and that's gonna get me the kind of attention I want, like, because I can throw in those LA to Chicago's and get all the attention over having on, a Travis one.
So I don't have a list for you guys this week. I'm sorry. I know you guys love my list, but you guys know I love my brand. So Nike has teased us with the LeBron 18, and I'm here for it. I think it looks sleek. If this is a colorway that they actually come out with, I'm with it. I love purple. But yeah, and I think when I looked up the article that had this initial like tease picture on it, the article actually had these two. So I'm pretty sure these are this is LeBron wearing them to a practice or something like that.
I like it more in the drawing.
Huh?
I said I like it more in the drawing. It might just be the colorway of that one.
I think it's the color.
Mm-hmm. It kind of reminds me of the Travis Scott's, like in the front.
Oh, the 280s or 270s.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mock-up reminds me of like a Curry almost, actually.
Yeah, an older Curry.
Yeah.
I like that mock-up better.
Yeah.
I think I like that purple better.
Mm-hmm.
And he could have saved that tassel, like Q said. He could have kept that.
Yeah, was that just a thing, or is that supposed to come with the shoe?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Maybe because it's like a jade vibe. It's got the tassel because it looks like I don't know.
Dre
but you know what? Every
Dre
time
said the cameraman needs to be fired.
Right. Every time they show like a peek of a shoe that he has on foot, it's like whatever he puts out as the first shoe of that number always is way better than that image we see. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, his ankle looked a little ashy in that photo.
Jim made a comment saying that the LeBron graffitis aren't going to get any more of his money, and baby, I agree with you because I got the initial graffitis, love them, but the next two colorways that are coming out, one, they come out on the same day and they're $225 each, and I don't think they're coming out in grade school too. So I paid full price, men's size, for my initial graffitis. So for them to drop on the same day, at the same time, for that price, that's over $500 on shoes. I'm not gonna buy them. If I do, I'll get them on sale or something. But I can't
disrespect.
Do you remember? I remember that every time I buy LeBron, I pay that price. So you stop your belly aching.
Okay? Yeah. I'm not. No, and that's not it.
But no, it is
dropping on the same day. It's like
yeah, it's a little disrespectful.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And I mean, they gave them that lifetime deal. They got to get their money back somehow.
Well, hopefully, Hella can pick them up in the outlets.
Yeah. Well, and I have a feeling a lot of people aren't really. They like the red colorway, but not really the blue colorway. Right. I like them both. I'm just not gonna go after them.
Right.
I would like all three, but that price point is not.
See, Q knows what I'm talking about. Catch him on the low.
Man, listen, I ain't playing with LeBron. You can keep them.
Look, just give me my Dunkman 7s and everything else can go.
Okay.
Away.
Okay. Word, go ahead and talk about your artist of the week.
Artist spotlight. Yeah. So going in with the LeBron theme, this artist spotlight is a company called Heretic clothing company. As you can see right there. Basically, I was speaking with the owner. His name is Daryl. He goes by DZ. He is a LeBron fan. When I was talking to him, he said he started the company back in 2017. The apparel is all cut and sew, made from scratch. He designs and picks out the materials. Then his manufacturer brings it together. He said the lion represents the king, and it's being fearless. He said he feels like at every point someone has envisioned themselves as a king or queen, and this is what the crown on the lion represents. He's a big LeBron fan, and he's working now. He said he's working on a Heretic Champions collection where he wants to touch on cities that have won championships. He's doing a spin on Dallas, which is where he's from. So he's doing a spin on the Mavericks logo. He's going to be doing some LA things and stuff like that. I mean, it's really dope. I got, some of the clothes here, which I'll show once, we go back to the screen. He also offered everyone who's viewing a code. So if you type in word, WERD, you'll get 15% off until Friday the 31st. I mean, the clothes are really they're really well made, quality. Cause when I looked at first and I saw the shorts and I was just the price is kind of low. Cause most shorts are going for 60 plus at basketball shorts, and his prices are fair and it's good quality. Like I said, I got 3 pair of shorts. I just got the bread pair in. They fit good. The zippers are quality. Nothing gets stuck. It's really dope. I think I first discovered them because Retro Boomin' 6, I saw him wearing it, and everybody knows how much he's into LeBron's, and I saw him wearing a bunch of the stuff.
We met him in Dallas too. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, did we? We did?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that's messed up. I don't remember, so that's my bad. I'm terrible at remembering people when I'm focused on something else in the moment. But, he puts out some dope stuff. I mean, I got these shorts, which obviously he's from Dallas, so it's definitely reminiscent of my Cowboys. I will be throwing these on with the LeBron Zoom Soldier 10s, the blue and white pair. That's going to be the fire fit. But yeah, like I said, quality stuff. You know what I'm saying? Use the code up until Friday. Go check it out, and just follow him on Instagram. He's always posting up, new stuff coming. Very, very cool guy.
That's dope. Check him out, guys. Show him some love.
Hey, and use your code. 15% off. It's 15% off. Hey, Ashley. So now we get into the nitty gritty. We're all here.
Why we here? Anybody who has to go to the bathroom, I advise you go really quickly before we get into this, because there's gonna be some gut busting laughter. I warned you. If you tinkle on yourself, do not blame us.
And if you miss all the good stuff, make sure you come back and watch it.
Okay.
Yes.
So, the reason why this came up is because somebody's mother was scammed on Facebook, and she called me that night. We were on FaceTime laughing about it till we were crying, and we said, this is the reason why our parents shouldn't be allowed on social media. So, you want to give some background, Beck?
Okay, so my mom, she be on Facebook because she ain't got nothing else better to do with her time. And you know how Facebook, they got them ads that pop up. Get this item. You got 3 hours to get it at this price. So her being trigger fingers fast, she start clicking on things and start purchasing things. She done purchased 3 items. One item, 2 of the items I don't think she got. And one of the items is completely not what she ordered. So she's been bothering me to find out how she can get her money back. So, I've been doing the legwork on putting in the PayPal dispute, because the pages do allow you to check out via PayPal. And she's been kind of getting the runaround from PayPal. And I'm like, that's not like PayPal. What is really going on? What is up with this company? So I do a little Google search on this particular company, and I stumble across this page. It's like a forum of, that's the name of the company, Shit to Tech Co. Limited.
You should already knew better.
They run ads on Instagram and Facebook. Well, Instagram is owned by Facebook, so if you see the ad on Facebook, you're gonna see it on Instagram. And there's pages upon pages, when I say in this forum, of people who have been scammed by this company and are still fighting with Facebook to get their money back. It seems like, I don't know, it all started around that April, May areas, a few cases since March. Looks like most of the people got scanned for about the same 4 to 5 items, where they clicked on the ad. There was this nice little display, nice picture, and then what they got in the mail was a whole dub. not what they ordered at all, if they even ever received it. So this is one of the items right here.
Okay.
Nice. This is what they expected.
Yes. So the dish drying tray, and this is what they received. This looked like, I don't know, a bicycle basket.
Like, hey, boo boo, you got a picnic basket?
I don't know what's going on here. There were
this next one. Sorry to cut you off, babe, but this next one. When I tell you, I was crying, literal tears when I seen this one.
So that's what they expected.
Oh yeah, I recently saw that one too. Okay, so the Thor
this
hammer
is supposed
toolbox.
to be like a tool set. It's supposed to keep your tools all nice and cool for all the guys, but no.
This is what they got in the mail. And when I say pages of people complaining with these very same pictures of what they received in the mail from this company. And I think Facebook is just so overwhelmed with all the cases, they don't even know what they're going to do yet, because these people are still fighting to get their money back. So this is what they ordered, and this is what they received.
Bruh, I would be so upset.
Can you imagine you seeing this picture?
Like, what is that?
Did
they order a whole pizza kitchen right here? And they got a pizza pie spatula?
You waited like a whole month and a half because shipping was delayed due to COVID. Some people waited 3 months. And this is what you get in the mail when you open up your package? Can you imagine how mad you would be? So this person said they bought 2 folding camping chairs with the canopy and bags, and they received just the bags. No chairs, just bags.
They said chairs.
What am I going to use these bags for? Like dirty laundry?
Who did the weight on that package? This is the chair that they ordered.
This is one of the chairs. One of the chairs.
There's multiple chairs.
And that's what they got.
They said the chair is nice. We provide the bags only.
This is what they ordered.
This one had me dead, bro. Look at this. Look at the comparison to the glass. You're not even putting one cheek in that.
What is that? A footstool or one footstool? You can only put a foot on it.
MD. The prices range from $5 up to $60.
Yeah,
I didn't see anything above 60 when I was looking, but there's literally pages
of this. Now these are
where's the cat one?
These are small.
Hold on.
These are small amounts of money, I guess, to a company. $60. I mean, $60 is a lot to a person who's ordering something, because your money is your money. I don't care if something is 2 pennies. I'm gonna make a fuss. So there's pages and pages of this case, so you can see how much money that this company has made out.
Wait, the comment. What? Oh. At least they can laugh about it. All you can do is laugh about it. Jesus Christ.
Bro, this won't even fit one of my butt cheeks.
Right. My mother was hot, but at the end of the night, she ended up laughing, but she's still fighting to get her money back. Right. I'm still trying to get her money back for her. So this is what they ordered. And this is what they got.
Hey, they said them 4 of them. They said put them together and you can put your whole booty on it.
Now, to play devil's advocate, everybody, I mean, we in this chat, we know how to smell or sniff out something that ain't sitting right. But when it comes to our parents, some of them not as quick with it. They just see something, ooh, it's this good price, and they get trigger happy. Now, if you know that the description say I'm about to get this 6 foot tall, I don't know, cat scratching post for $26.99. Why would you think that is what you really gonna get?
Right. Especially with shipping from out of the country with everything going on.
Exactly.
Like, look at these tools compared to this man. I don't know how tall he is, but look at this. That's a child.
About to cry. He wanted his chair for camping.
And look, he got a Barbie's pack and play chair. That's what he got.
Yo.
Exactly. People be thirsty for a deal. They just see it. And instead of doing their research, they just get trigger happy and just start buying things. And I think it's been rampant since people have been stuck home in COVID. Because I know a lot of us have been doing a lot of shopping, because I'll be seeing y'all little Instagram stories. I'll be seeing y'all be getting packages coming left and right. So if we shopping, our parents is shopping, but we not getting bamboozled than they are.
Right.
Bruh. And I ain't even like, I laughed at it because I got semi scammed, you know, so to say. Like I like, there was an ad for a cowboy shirt, and you know, it said, oh, only like one day left to order. It was like $12-13 or whatever, which is feasible for a shirt. And you know, I ordered it. I don't think I ever got it. I didn't even go back and dispute. Like, it is what it is. You know, I got
Right,
it.
but how many people you think thought like that? Thought like you?
Right.
So
Right.
that $12
Right.
adds up.
Oh, for sure. That is a big problem, that someone's out here making so much money off of people. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Right. They literally made out like a thief in the night. You know what? Actually, I didn't even track down the site link, but there are ads that they're running on, you know, Facebook
Right.
and Instagram, and we all see them.
Actual company doesn't have a website. These are ads that are ran through like Facebook and Instagram and stuff.
So it's like when you just click it takes you to the
When I
product.
tried to look up the company's website, all that comes up is literally pages and pages of people trying to call them out for being scammers.
Right. Now look, this person ordered a 6-foot cat tree. What is that?
They got a dollhouse. They got a key holder.
And when we were talking about this, I told the girls that, like, Instagram, first of all, is stalking me because they know exactly what I love. All my ads have to do with Disney, sneaker related things, and like cartoon stuff. And so a Moana blanket I was going through my stories and I see this Moana blanket. If you know me, you know I love Moana.
Right.
I was like, you know what? The blanket's only like $12, right? And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm a full ass adult. I need a full adult blanket like this. It's probably gonna come and be like a 6x6 square. So I didn't get it, but I wanted to.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
I'm about to say, was that the blanket you brought with you when you came to visit?
Listen, no, this is my piece of toast, okay? Leave me alone.
Y'all, Helen was asleep on that slice of toast.
It fit my whole body. They just mad.
She's like, either my arms or my legs could be warm.
Like Dee said, she said that she reads the comments, and I do that myself.
Wait,
because like I want to know.
Launcher? I didn't see that one.
Oh, this must be a new one.
Oh man.
And it's like who should be held accountable? Like, why is Facebook not vetting these people that are allowed to run these ads? Because these people are getting swindled literally out of their money.
Right. Because I want to know what's the aside from obviously paying for the ads, what's the requirements in order for you to run an ad? Because these ads are being made available to, you know, millions and millions of people, and if you're not going to have a legit product, you know, obviously people have to buy things at their own risk. But you think if you see it on a Facebook or an Instagram and it's a paid or promoted ad, that it's going to be legit. So I think they need to take some responsibility and, you know, get in some like, tax IDs or, you know, some kind of information, you know, like you would need, like on the site I get my shirts from wholesale, I had to provide a tax ID number and, you know, all these different things, a certificate that my business is legal in order to buy these things. So this is what they need to do if they're going to be promoting these scammers.
Right, like Mrs. MD Robinson said, they just want the money, and it's sad because, you know, these companies are paying Facebook for these ads. Facebook is getting their coin because, you know, they're a publicly traded company now, so they got these people who they got to answer to on these boards and these investors. So like, are you just overlooking this because you're trying to meet your bottom dollar? And screw the people who utilize your platform. Like, what's up with that? Like, this is what they ordered.
Yeah, this one is the one I was in tears for about a good 35 minutes.
Yes.
Like when I saw this,
like, what is that? A keychain?
Baby, and you had the nerve to put the kitty in there with it.
Like, it literally looks like a keychain. And like, I counted at least 10 to 15 people that ordered that item, and that's what they got in the mail. Like, they expected that, and they got this little key ring looking thing with a kitty in it. Like, what is that? A Christmas tree ornament? Like, what is it?
Oh my God.
Bruh, this ad looks so cute.
Right.
But then they got this.
Like,
Yo, I can't. Like, let's just go back. Just for to humor them. Okay, this is what you paid for.
Cute little wicker kitty basket.
And this is what you got. There is no wicker in that. That's plastic.
Yes. So you paid $32 for a Christmas tree ornament. This is like something you dangle off your car rearview mirror. Like, what is that?
Take it away. Yo, I cannot. Can you just imagine that package arriving? Like, because obviously you see the package, you already know, like, where's the rest of it?
I would have been like, oh, what did I order?
I think the only thing that could have made it funnier is if they put that little kitty cat into a big box.
But can you imagine
bad paper?
You ordered that kitty cat, that basket, your swinging basket for your cat, and you tracking your shipment. You like, yeah, yo, when my package come in, it say out for delivery. Then all of a sudden you get a notification that say deliver, and you check the tracking and it say in mailbox. Can you imagine?
That
you'd be like, wait, what? In the mailbox? What?
Wow.
Nope.
But like, even though this is the funny side of it, just seeing the pictures. But I mean, at the end of the day, nobody wants to be scammed. I've been scammed before, so unfortunately, after it happens, there's nothing you can do about it. But most cases, there's nothing you can do about it. But like, you just hope you don't get scammed for too much money. But yeah, that's just my question with the blame, because it also extends into now, like back in the day, I feel like it used to be always about eBay, getting scammed on eBay or Craigslist or whatever, and now we're moving into Facebook groups and Facebook markets, and these people who have put up these fake store pages on Instagram and say, oh, Western Union me and this, that, and the third, and you just have to be safe. I think it's a lot. I see it happening a lot now in Facebook groups where people might have some transactions with people and they want to use those people they sold to as references for other people to trust them. And at the end of the day, no matter how many references someone has, if you don't feel comfortable, do it through PayPal. Period. It's the best way. And I mean, even PayPal isn't 100% proof, because we've got on PayPal. We got lucky and got like money back, but there's situations with PayPal. At the end of the day, with PayPal, as long as you provide a tracking that you return something, PayPal is going to side with the seller. Or actually side with the buyer more so. But it's just who do we hold responsible? Because like these Facebook groups, I've seen people wanting the group to be held responsible for dealings they've made because people in that group have vouched for said person. Like, I mean, me and Danny could buy from the same person, and maybe Hella goes and buys from them and they scam her. Just because I say I had a good transaction, am I liable? Because I did have a good transaction.
Right.
But yeah, PayPal is the most reliable, so to say. But like I said, we've had with the incident where we sold the shoe, the person paid, and then they sent back an empty box. And because they sent back an empty box with a tracking number, PayPal sees that as, oh, you received your item back, so we're going to give this person their money back. We had to go through and fight about the weight of the actual box from USPS in order to get the money back.
Right. I had to go and I spoke with the postmaster, and she tracked down the mailer identifier where they scanned it and verified the weight of the package that I sent versus the package that I received back. So that's how I was able to win my money back. But it's like I had to do legwork for that because I want my money. I don't care if it's 3 pennies or 300 pennies. Like, I
That's
want my
crazy
money.
that you had to do that though.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
people aren't.
I mean, that was
people
like
are
$700 though.
right. People are not honest out here, and it's sad that people don't want to work for theirs. They rather benefit off of hurting someone else. It shouldn't be like that. But I say to just be mindful of the purchases that you're making. Make sure, like Dee said in the comments, read comments. If it's something that you're buying off of an ad, read those comments, because I'm pretty sure there will be a telltale sign of whether or not this company is legit in there. And like, and even down to like meetups, because me and Word have we got robbed for a meetup with sneakers. Like, they legit robbed us.
And it was
They
crazy.
ended up
Broad daylight at a
yeah
school, nonetheless. Like 3
yeah
o'clock in the afternoon at a school.
yeah. I mean, they caught the guys because we went to the police, and I was able to give them a description of the person, and I picked out the 2 dudes in the lineup. Come to find
And they
out
took
that
a rare pair of shoes.
yeah,
My
come to
my
find
door
out
bakers, no one had.
yeah, they took the Master 12s and Words DB Air Max 95s.
And wore them to
And
school.
I gave them a description so the cops knew who to look for. But what got them caught is those Air Max DB 95s, because nobody in the hood had those. This was around the tax money 12 times, the Masters. When we were speaking with the police, it turned out that there was like a whole task force that they had to put together for the police for robberies happening with that shoe, the Master 12.
Via, what was it, via Let Go or Offer Up? Offer Up,
It
I
was
think.
offer up. So like, these scammers they're evolving. They're finding more and more ways to scam you. So like, everybody, please, just be careful. If it don't smell
Right.
right, it ain't right.
And I
Um,
wish this is where I wish more. I don't know how many stores or what stores are doing it, but I wish more stores would offer, consignment shops, especially like you guys have stuff at a higher rate and people come and, patronize your shop. So maybe even if you could offer 1 day a week where you use your store, even if you offer like for, $20 a head as a trading platform, like that would be, I
right,
always wondered. I was like, I thought like Kicks USA when they were coming up would have been the perfect place for that because they have DJs and stuff. So have like on a Saturday from like 8 to 9:30, have people be able to come and have transactions in person. You could even go as far as to get people who like will verify shoes and stuff like that. Like make an event out of it. Just make it
right,
safer for these people who are spending their money, with these stores out here, and give back to the community a little bit.
right.
So Hop and Black Act African have their show right after us, so we're gonna wrap this up now.
Yes.
I just want to give a shout out to Layston Angel for sending me this shirt. I told him that I would shout him out on the show because he sent it to me for free. It says the town on it, really good quality. It is sold out. He did put it in the vault, but he is working on a whole bunch of other stuff. You can find him at Layston Angel on Instagram, and then here is his website. But yeah, super good quality t-shirts, and the girls know I buy a lot of t-shirts. I
Hella
got
is picky about her
opinions
TTs.
about them.
No, that
So
sounded
The
bad.
t-shirt
Her
kind of
TTs.
sore.
Her tees.
yes, I am.
Right.
T-shirts.
But yes.
Right, Deja. Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be careful.
But yeah, Danny got shirts too. Word is rocking one of them.
The in Kicks We Trust.
We have the links in the description box. Always make sure you support us.
Yeah, I got a couple of colorways up there, but if you guys want to see the shirt in another colorway, I can do it. Just drop me a DM and let me know. I'm still doing the socks. The socks are doing very well. I really want to say thank you to everyone who has supported me in my sock journey. I'm gonna keep cranking them out as long as you guys keep buying them. I'm gonna keep adding new colorways to the site, so feel free to stop by and check it out every so often. I do have the sneaker box earrings. I don't know if she's in here. Mickey Kick, she was wearing them today on her page. She posted, and she's also wearing Simply B's sneaker box, stacked box t-shirt to go with it. But just check it out. The link is in my bio. Or you can just go to buybeingnicole.com. That's about it.
Oh, also the raffle. Yeah, the raffle is still going. I was gonna close it out, but a couple people said they still want to get spots. I think there's 8 spots left for the raffle for the Chunky Dunk, so I'm gonna let it rock until the 31st, and then I think I said at 10 p.m. on Friday the 31st, I'm gonna do the raffle live, whether the 30 slots are full or not. I will do the live raffle for that free pair. I give you guys a little preview of a shoe that's not done, but just to see how it's coming along. All the cow print is done. The green parts are done. I got to go in and do the swoosh. I got to do the blue sky background and hit the tie-dye. But, they're coming out nice. I haven't really been going as hard as I could be promoting it because, like I said, me and Johnny Kicks had the same idea. They're similar idea, two different shoes. He did the mesh. I did the nylon. But, just like I posted it today and somebody tagged him on my page and I had to check them. Like, we talked off screen. He has this thing. I have my thing. It's going to happen. It is what it is. If you want a raffle ticket, it's $30. 8 slots left. There's no limit on spots. Get your raffle ticket and good luck to all of those who enter. The shoe's going to be completely free.
Yes.
Oh, and if you guys haven't already, make sure you check out Above the Average podcast. They have their first episode on Friday. It was a really good episode. Make sure you check them out.
Are we going to be on next week?
Huh?
I don't know if they're announcing that. Never mind. Let me not make any announcements for anything. Let them announce their own stuff.
Let you not. But go ahead and head over to Retro Talk Forum. They will be having their season finale tonight, I believe. Right, Word?
Yes, they're doing the top 10 movies of the 80s and 90s. So I'm about to definitely shoot over there. I'm excited for that. Like Hella said, we love our nostalgia. So it's going to be a vibe. It's going to be a vibe.
Thank you guys for being in the chat and participating and viewing. We appreciate it. I am Hella Laced.
It's your favorite customizer, Word Customs, and the shoe size is the size of choice. So whoever wins gets to pick their size. It's not like I'm raffling off a 10. So basically, if you win, you get your size or whatever size you want.
Go ahead, babe.
And I am Danny Nicole, aka Caramel Wonder, aka Hype Bay / Tech Bay, and the tie-dye sock connoisseur.
You got a lot of names. I need to get some more.
Right.
I know. I wear many hats. And peace, everybody.
Bye, guys.